Welcome back to Critical Moment. This is a very crucial part, so view carefully. คุณ Harold คะ Over 134 years, I've seen the hurdles that Big Grim has been through. Confiscation of the asset, the wars, the coup d'etat, the construction of many aspects in our society. Nowadays, we see the concept of compassion in Big Grim, and is the concept, we can say that it's new because we have just learned about it. What do you see in this? Do you think this is one of the critical issues that Big Grim is trying to pursue?
I think that many small companies, when they are founded, they're founded by people who really have a passion for what they want to do. And they understand the importance of the people who work with them. And they are part of their community. So they be nice to their community, especially if they come from a smaller town or smaller village. Mm-hmm. So they will support all other people in need and so on and so on. So we just keep on being small while growing. So I think this is a human element, and maybe sometimes the business schools, not in Thailand maybe, but in America or also in Germany, they have forgotten that part, and they think more about the huge companies where the CEOs or the management is not close to any community because they're so busy with other things. And I think in Thailand especially, we have the Buddhist religion, and we have many other religions. And the Buddhist religion teaches very much this loving kindness, compassion for people in need. Mm-hmm. And I think also very important is to feel happy for those who are successful.
Yes.
So I think this is, which maybe the third part may be the most difficult for people.
Which is to be happy.
For others.
For others.
Yes. But if you have this concept in mind, or if you try to do that, I'm not saying that we are a great example for it, it's just that what we try to do. I think it's helpful also when you, indeed, when you talk about critical moments, when we were in trouble in like nearly all companies in Thailand in 1997 and 1998 after this big financial crisis. I saw that all our people in the company, they all come together to help. Everybody thinks they're helping. All our joint venture partners, I asked every single one of them, do you actually still want to do business with us?
That was a scary question at that time.
And it nearly brings tears to my eyes that they all said, yes, of course. We've been working with you, we like to work with you, how can we help? So they all help, every single one of them. And I went to our main bank and I told them, this is the situation. See, at that time, interest rates tripled. Yes. Customers didn't pay money.
No.
Suppliers wanted to be paid. Assets could not be sold. Nothing had any value.
Yes.
And new customers didn't buy.
We couldn't afford
so it was really
to.
trouble. So our main bank said, colleague, don't panic. Stay calm, just do what you have to do. So I thought, okay, if they don't panic, why should I panic?
Did you fire people?
And then we kind of went on. What we did is, the businesses we thought we shouldn't continue, we sold. So, and another thing which we did is, we asked which is the first time I think in the history, we asked our senior staff to take an income cut.
Okay, that's fair.
But the low-income people up to 20,000 baht at that time, we didn't cut.
You didn't touch them at all?
No, we didn't touch them.
So you were practically practicing the concept of compassion even during the time of financial crisis?
Well, we tried to. I mean, we tried to because it's actually not their fault. But we have to see, also I always believe in moving forward. So at that time we were constructing our power plant, and we had this big devaluation. So we got lots of help from our partners, and the banks continued. So we thought it's much better we continue the construction, finish it, have the income coming in, and then we all have money. And actually what we did is we did that, and then immediately we built the second plant. So in the crisis, we finished one plant and we built the second plant. And we got a lot of help from everybody around. So we somehow, I don't know anymore how we did it, because it was really scary at that time, but we all pulled through somehow. And I think the main reason was that we really all got together, look at the future in a positive way. We say we're going to make it. And then all people who had anything to do with the company, they all support us.
They support whatever they can.
Yeah.
And with that, your turnover rate is so low. A lot of your employees have been working with you for almost 40 years. That's almost an entire working life of a person.
Yes, I think in former times, people had more the concept of one company, and they can. And we actually don't like to change people. We rather like to promote them and teach them. And then I think the other important part is like them to work according to their strengths. So we rather adjust our organization to fit the people than to adjust the people to fit the organization. Which is maybe not the German concept.
But it is a Buddhist concept. You adapt yourself to fit with others, not the other way around.
Yes, that's at least what we try. Because I think actually you can't, if somebody has a strength, I think a very good concept about strength is that if you want to become excellent, you can only do it by pushing your strength. You cannot do it by overcoming your weakness. The only way you have to work with your weakness is that if your weakness is in the way of your strength, so it stops you from performing your strength, then you have to make your weakness bearable. But you can never make your weakness your strength. Because this already starts when you're very young. You kind of find out where you should go. This is an automatic process in the body, in a person.
But so many people in our society are fixated with their weaknesses.
Yes, that's maybe comes from, so parents have to rethink. So if your child has 4 A's and 1 C, don't worry about the C.
We worry about the C.
Yeah, so don't worry about the C. Make the A an A+. And then let the C be a C.
So is that how you nurture the staff in your company to make them at their strengths?
That's the principle. That's the principle. Like I have a very nice example. There was a gentleman, he was in charge of our telecommunication. And so he has to write a lot of reports. But he told me actually he hates writing reports and his English is really not good. So I say, okay, forget about it, don't do that. Your strength is people going out selling. And we sold together the biggest telecommunication projects and transportation projects in Thailand.
So he doesn't have to do the writing.
And then I had somebody else to do that part. But it was kind of in his job description that he had to do it. I said, okay, forget about that. Because otherwise I lose a really important person. Either he quits because he just can't do it, or he's so depressed, or he will do half job good and half job bad. So I think you have to do all in good measure. But in principle, I think that's what we should try. We should try to do that in the company.
Yes. Is that why your people, whenever I see them and I ask them they work for Be Grim, they're always aromdi. They always smile when they say they work for Be Grim.
I see. Oh yeah, that's. One day I had a lunch with one of a group of our people, one with our accounting group, and then I asked one of them, "What actually is Be Grim doing?"
A lot.
Yeah, that's kind of her answer. Yeah? But she was not really very knowledgeable of what we did. So I asked her, why you work here? What do you like? Yeah? And then she said, oh, I love the atmosphere. I love my colleagues. I love my boss. I really love to come to work every day.
Oh, isn't
so
that
I thought
amazing?
This is really nice.
Yes.
I thought that, okay, maybe we have to find ways to communicate more to everybody what we're doing.
Yes.
With that, we should keep that part that people want to come in the morning to come to work, which is of course not easy because there are always pressures on how to perform, how to do it well. We also have to perform. We have to have customers, so it's not just happy-go-lucky at Big Rim. Yeah? But I think that if people are really motivated and can work according to their strengths, they have good education, and we have a good management system, then we will achieve much higher results than if we would have a very tough atmosphere, squeeze the people every day, they don't have fun, they have to work until 10 at night, and then the family have problems, their children, they have no time for their children will not perform well, and so on and so on and so on, they get sick, all this problem.
It's kind of like viral, isn't it?
Yes.
If one is not happy with the way they work, they bring home the unhappiness, and it goes on and on and on. And the only way that you can do this as a company is to see that the company has the most important asset, and that's the people. Stay tuned, we'll come back for the advice.